Hello. Hi, Magnolia. Hi, October. Hi, Darkleaf. Hi, Lemon. You guys know what I did not do before I started up my PC today? I did not check to see if there was any Warrior Cat news. Hey, Starry. Changed your tag. I will it looks like it's a kind of the same now, right? Still going by Starry. Hey, Holly. Let's see. Nope. The Animal Crossing update came early. I haven't played it yet. Ah! Hey, Arrow. Hey, Fox. Welcome back in. Hey, Sunbird. Hey, Rebecca. Turning down the music a little bit in my ear. Gonna work on this again today. Still trying to get this done by the end of the month. I'm good on the Werecat news. Sounds good. It always seems like they drop Werecat news on the day that I decide not to check. So, also, why is this so big? Hold on. Let me shrink it so you guys can see my ungodly layer count. I just know you guys love to scream at me. Yeah, there's like a new hotel. Is there any new like furniture? There's the Cap'n Islands are back, right? Or no, the Cap'n Islands aren't back. There's like more kind of multiplayer stuff, I think. The hotel is really interesting because you can like save past islands and stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure how it all works. I remember reading about it like when they first announced what the update would be. There's new villagers. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to see if they brought back the villagers I thought they would. New Animal Crossing New Horizons villagers. Let's look. Oh no, they brought back... Oh, they made new villagers. Here, you guys can see. Hold on. They brought back new villagers. Mineru. She's cute. You guys can't really see her, can you? Do you need the DLC? I don't think so. Tulin. He's cute. I like this outfit. Update is free. Cece and Vici. I think these two were in the... Maybe not. No, because the ones in New Leaf were based off of Callie and Marie. So these ones are based off of the... I don't remember what their names are, but the Player 3 ones. So you can use the reset services to clean up stuff really quickly. Most of it's just kind of like easier to... Oh, Legos. Okay, so we've got quality of life. Oh yes, I remember when they said that the trees and bushes could be put into your inventory. So oh my god, you have no idea. If you've never played Animal Crossing New Horizons, you have no idea how life-changing the ability to just put trees in storage and like flowers and stuff is. And yes, I remember that Captain's family was supposed to come. Hey, Anna. Ice Climber. Oh, you can play NES games? You could do this in New Leaf. So, okay, so they're bringing back a lot of, like, kind of New Leaf stuff. That's cute. It's free. Free update for Animal Crossing New Horizons. You can still decorate your dock and buy the hotel. Ooh. Oh yeah, and I think you can have more people now, can't you? No, you can still just have 8. But yeah, there's like a hotel. I guess the hotel's gonna have new stuff. I haven't played it yet. I have, so Shiver and Fry, that's their names. I actually have a little thing on, if you don't have the amiibos, fun fact, if you don't have the amiibos, look up a Flash amiibo on Etsy, because a Flash amiibo is like a $25 little widget thing you have that has every single amiibo ever downloaded onto it, and you can download new amiibos as they come out onto it. And then you can have access to every single one of the amiibos for $25, just FYI. No cat villagers, though. Although, I do really like the squirrel villagers. Agent S is one of my favorite villagers. Alrighty, what are we gonna start doing today? Hey, Panda. Man, one day if I ever have a Discord server, we are gonna have an Animal Crossing. We have Minecraft and an Animal Crossing channel. Hey Foxer, hey Dawn, hey Tigerheart. You can't get the hotel until your island has a 3-star rating. I think my island, I restarted last year, but I think it's already at a 4-star. Yeah, I'm not really planning on having a Discord anytime soon. I am in the Animal Crossing Mega Discord server, like Animal Crossing New Horizons Mega Discord server. That's like a free to join, like it's a completely public server. But it's not really like made for people. It's more made, I use it just to like, if I have extra DIYs and none of my friends need them, I'll be like, hey, free ones before I just trash them. And stuff like that. But that's a very helpful server. People are very helpful in that server. Purdy appears to be floating. Well, 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 how did he do that? I must have moved him. He's defying the laws of gravity. Firestar also looks like he's floating. Yeah, I haven't incorporated them into the background at all. So I will be doing that today. Like Firestar and Sandstorm need like their lines up here to be cleaned up like this. You got 8 posters for my coffee? Today? I didn't even see that. Well, if you get all 8, you get the Super Edition one for free. That's not on the stream, on the store yet. Probably give you some extra free stuff too, because that's like a huge order. Thank you so much. They're about the same size. Oh yeah, I do see that order. Thank you so much. I will be giving you the Super Edition poster, which I have not put on yet. And then, I don't know, some more stuff. Is my Sandstorm bigger? They're the same size. It's just that Firestar is like kneeling down and Sandstorm is I kind of always imagine them just be the exact same size, so. Do you have any favorite characters, Panda? That you would like me to consider? No reason. Smile. I think I'm gonna move FernClown and Dave's. No. I need to just... Okay. Stop thinking about it. Just do it. Don't overthink. Just draw. Where's the lines end? Okay, that's what I thought. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good today. My stomach has been very feisty for the last probably like week. But it seems to be okay today. I feel like I haven't been able to eat that much food, if that makes sense. Like, for lunch today, I just had a bowl of cereal because I felt like I couldn't really eat anything else, you know? Like, last night I had a burger and I kind of regretted it. But I'm doing good overall. Trying to be productive. Did tax. I've been doing tax stuff for like the last few days, which is always just so exciting and fun. Loss of appetite? Maybe. You know what? This is a little TMI, and I don't... But I did forget to take some of my medication yesterday. And I think one of them is supposed to make me hungry. So you know what? You might be right. But I've been kind of feeling like this for a couple. I mean, it's not like... I don't know. It's just like I feel like I'm never hungry. Was an issue a while ago. Bananas help? I don't think I have any bananas. I only have oranges right now. Hey, Holly. I don't know. We will see. Anyway, how's everyone else doing? Hey, Bowtones. Thank you. I don't feel too bad. Like I said, like, if I felt horrible, like, if I thought that I was actually having a lot of stomach issues, I don't think I would have streamed. I'm pretty fine overall. I just have noticed. I'm going to switch over to my hard brush. I want this to feel... I haven't really decided. I'm more used to making the dirt paths and stuff in the camps feel more sandy. I just feel like it's a little bit more inviting, but it doesn't make too much sense overall to make it sandy, but I don't think about it that way. I'm just gonna simplify this all into one color because there's lots of cats around it, so there's gonna be some drop shadows going on. A bit of an art block. I'm kind of feeling that today too. We'll see how long the stream is. Usually when I sit down, sometimes when I sit down to start streaming for y'all, I'm like, ah man, this isn't gonna be a drawing day. I'm gonna get distracted. I'm gonna just, I don't know, not get anything done. Nothing's gonna come out right. But I start drawing anyway, and then I surprise myself. So we're hoping for that. If you're struggling with character design, sometimes the best way for me is to do a lot of, like, time yourself out. Maybe start, if you've never done it before, start with like maybe 10 minutes or 20 minutes and dedicate it to a single design. Don't work on anything, any other design except for that single design for that 20 minutes. And then once it's up, reset the clock and work on another design and repeat that until you have like, I like to do at least like 3 different types of designs. And then you can put them all next to each other, side by side, and you can kind of like look and be like, I like this part of this one, this part of that one. That helps me a lot. Let me show you what... Let me see if I still have the moon kit one I'm thinking, the morning kit one that I'm thinking of. Like, that's what happened. I didn't really know how I wanted to design morning kit. We did this on stream, right? So I kind of just designed a bunch of different ones. This was the third one we went... This is the third one, by the way, that we went with. So this was the first one we designed, and then the second one, and then the third one. So you can... This was the kind of dynamic image that I drew afterward, but you can... Sometimes you can break out of... I did that with Sunbeam specifically, so if you're like really struggling with character designs and it's specifically because you just don't even know what you want to do with the character, sometimes that helps. I'm gonna redo this drop shadow stuff because I want it on the drop shadow so that I can erase all mentions of cats when I post this picture. You like the second one? Yeah, I mean... Hey, Yellow Leaf. Stormplant's Folly and Wire Gale's... Stormplant's Folly was a trip. Anyone that was here when I was reading it knows that I did not like the first part of that book at all. So... It was a big old struggle to get through. But it started picking up around the second act, I'd say, for me. I thought the second act was fine-ish. It's not my favorite book. For sure. Surprising amount of my friends are actually very dissatisfied with Stormplant's Folly. I was surprised. I mean, I'm not that surprised, but a lot of them were dissatisfied just because of the new guy's writing style was not to their liking. I don't know, because he's not slated to write any other books this year, so... They have another new person writing the fourth book. That's just crazy to me. That was the most interesting thing about, like, when they dropped the little blurb for Guiding Light for me, was that they were like, it's a new person writing it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. You like Stormplant's Folly for the most part? I liked the... I appreciated the expansion of lore that Stormplant's Folly gave us. I didn't really necessarily care for the plot, but... What's the playlist? I just play a lot of, like, chill Nintendo music, so this one's called Nintendo Upbeat and Chill Music to work locking in. I just look up YouTube videos of like stream-friendly Nintendo music, which usually means that it just doesn't have that much like voice, like lyrics and stuff like that. And I like Nintendo games, so they make me happy. We now know that he's working on another Super Edition. Really? I didn't know that. I heard that the Conrad guy did a, I heard that he had done a interview. Did he mention it in that interview? He's not working on the Darktail one, Darkleaf. It's, the Clarissa person is working on the Darktail one. The girl that did Hidden Moon, and she's done a lot of the novellas and stuff. I thought he would be writing the Darktail one. Oh, you're saying, but okay, no, wait. I got what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Did I go to any digital art classes or art schools? I didn't go to art school. I just went to State University. I did take a digital art course because I have a minor in studio art. So I did take a digital art course. But I only took one. I mostly just learned digital art from like banging two rocks together for 10 years. You too can learn digital art through sheer willpower. The interview's on the wiki. Is it where is it on the wiki? Agnolia. My wiki go. Conrad interview? Or is it on his page? Interview with Conrad Mason. Okay, I see. He was an editor. Okay. This is interesting. I read a lot of Voyeurs. Yeah, okay. I'm about to start work on a new super edition. But I don't know anything about it yet. You're about to start working on a super edition, but they haven't even told you anything? Wait, what? Oh my god. Actually, that says a lot about... Okay, so he's the one that mentions... Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so he says, I can't speak. Did Stripe Star succeed Red Star? I imagine that 2 or 3 years have passed between his apprenticeship and when we rejoined the story with him. So that's about what I was expecting, like 2 or 3 years. And it kind of makes sense if he only... I don't even know what I'm trying. This is crazy. Huh. How are you supposed to write for something you don't even know much about? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm not a writer. Maybe that's wizardry. That's beyond my puny brain could not comprehend. It kind of makes sense now that he wrote his thing for Stormclan's Folly based on only the prologue. When there's so much about that book that, like, sort of contradicts the rest of Stormclan's Folly in my mind. But he's like, well, I mean, I'm sure he read all of Ivy Pulse Heart when it came out, but I don't know how much of the book was already being written while Ivy Pulse Heart was being written. Does that make sense? I don't know. As a writer, that's insane. Okay, thank you. It sounded insane. I like how he's trying to explain how Stormclan clans were collectively forgotten, but then, like, other ones were not forgotten. And he's, like, trying to explain it, but all he had to say was, don't think about it too hard, and everyone would have been like, okay, thanks, dude. Oh, jeez. Okay, so he's excited for the upcoming Super Edition about Darktale, but he's not writing it. That's interesting. So... Oh, well, he seems like at least he was a fan. I'm glad that they picked a new writer that has actually read Warrior Cats. He seems like a nice guy. Nice enough. Good Niall. I think I'm gonna make this a little bit of a hill. Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, I genuinely have no idea what sort of, like, work load it is to actually write a Weird-Cats book. I can't imagine you have that much time with how much even just grammatical errors in the books. I just can't imagine them having a lot of time to, like, polish it up, so. In the new books, like, Aaron Hunter is a name for a group of people, so is that a guy? Yeah. So Conrad was one of the newest, well, he had never written or edited a Weird-Cats book before, to our knowledge. He was not on the editing team, and he was not... But now he has mentioned that he was an editor before, which was what I was assuming. But a quick lowdown of the Aaron Hunter pen name. The Aaron Hunter pen name started with 3 authors. There was 3 women. Vicky, Kate, and Cherith were the 3 women that started the Warrior Cat book series under the pen name Aaron Hunter. Vicky was the story writer. She was the one that basically put together the outline and everything and thought up the lore and major beat moments and stuff like that. Kate and Cherith were the writers who actually wrote the final words. Currently, there is only one of those 3 people left on the team. Vicky was the first one to leave. She left at the last book that she had any involvement in was Dawn of the Clan's Sun Trail, the first book of Dawn of the Clans. And then Kate left it's 2026 now, so Kate left last year. Her last book was A Starless Clan's Star, the last book of the 8th series. And they have brought... Okay, so after Kate left, Clarissa took her place as the other main writer for the arcs. Clarissa had taken... This is confusing. Clarissa had taken Vicky's place in writing novellas and field guides, like short stories, etc. Like the stuff that you would... Novellas and field guides. Clarissa had taken Vicky's place. But she officially wrote her first full series book. The last book that was released, Hidden Moon, was Clarissa's first time writing a longer book for the series. And she is been confirmed to be the writer for Dark Tales Judgment this year. But, so that means that Cherith and Clarissa are writing the main arcs. And then last year, the Super Edition that came out was Stormclan's Folly. And Stormclan's Folly was written by a completely new person that none of us had heard about before, named Conrad. And that is who we're talking about now. So, in my mind, we were back up to having 3 authors writing the books again. But then they threw a curveball at us because when the blurb came out for Changing Skies #4, this will be the book that releases at the end of this year, there is another new person working on it. And the person working on it has written under the Aaron Hunter pen name before, but not for Warriors. The Aaron Hunter pen name also publishes other animal fiction books. And I don't remember who the person's name is, but the new girl has written for Seekers, the bear version, and I think Bamboo Kingdom. But Conrad had not written anything under the Aaron Hunter pen name before, so... But yes, that is your lowdown on the many writers behind Aaron Hunter. And because they have introduced another new author, I personally believe Cherith's last series will be this series. And then after Cherith leaves, we will have no original authors that started the Warrior Cat franchise left, which will be sad. But we will overcome. Tui was... So Tui was kind of like the Clarissa. I believe that Clarissa kind of took over Tui's job. Tui was in charge of writing the field guides. So I think she wrote... hold on. She only wrote Secrets of the Clans. So she only wrote the first field guide. She was writing Seekers. She wrote the first 3 Seekers books, I think, or the first... She wrote 3 of the first arc of Seekers, but the only Warrior Cat book she wrote was Secrets of the Clans. So I would say that Clarissa kind of took her place in that she was just writing like some extra content to fill the gaps. Yeah, I would say like a guest author. I think that she worked with Vicky specifically because Vicky... I don't know. But yeah. She never wrote an anything other than like a supplementary field guide. I have no idea how much like behind the scenes editing work she did with Warriors though. But she was not on the team for very long until she like switched over to doing her own thing. I'm gonna lighten her up, I think. I think I'm going to lighten... What if I put this on soft light, maybe? She's white, so maybe I should just do it on normal and tint it up. I'm gonna have to clean her up around the edges, but we'll do that later. I might be able to sneak a little bit of green in there from like around there because she is... Get her a little bit of bouncing light. Hey, Holo. This is White Wing. I think I'm gonna have to... Well, I might have to split up Cloudtail and Brightheart, like shading-wise, because I might want to do a different... we'll see, we'll see. I'm mainly thinking about this because of the orange on Brightheart. See ya, Fox. Hey, Nor. Hey, October. Shrimpy. You guys think that Im Young will ever grace our stream again, or do you think we are just like we don't deserve Im Young anymore? Shrimp check. I'm shoulder checking because my shoulders are very stiff. Vibrating with rage in the corner. The legends of Im Young. We need a prophecy. I don't want too much shading on these guys. I haven't decided. I probably won't do, like, barely any... Probably just do some color corrections to the cats in the background. Cinderella alone will save our shrimp. This stream's the same time as always. Hold on, let me get the schedule command out for you. Squirrel Star Cinderella. You know what, Darkleys? You're probably right. You are probably right. Brightheart is cute. Thank you. She is announcing that White Wing is going to be a big sister. I want a little bit more shading on Cloudtail because he's just white. To explain the meme, I don't even know. I need to do like a legacy. I need to do like the epic of Im Young as like a YouTube short that explains the whole thing. I feel like I'd have to go back and I don't know. I should make more YouTube shorts about my streams, but I'm also very, 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 very lazy. Like to the nth degree. When did the whole Im Young thing happen? All my old streams are available. I feel like the M Young stuff happened like earlier last year in 2023. When did I start streaming? It was like pretty early on the streaming sector. I feel like it. Okay, I'll give the lowdown. I feel like I'm just not very good at explaining it. But basically, M Young used to be a pretty big regular to the stream, and they always spoke in sort of nonsense and would request a lot of stuff. They did a lot of no-nos that you're not supposed to do when you're like joining an art stream. Like, can you draw this for me? Can I request this? Or they would not really contribute to like chat in any sort of constructive or communicative way. And they would always request the weirdest things. Like, they would consistently ask for long tail cleaning Firestar like a shrimp, or Jock the kitty pet and Firestar shrimping cleaning like shrimp, or can you draw Squirrel Flight in a Cinderella dress? Like, the weirdest requests, right? And it kind of got on my nerves until I sort of made a realization that I wasn't even sure if they were a real person, because they never really communicated with anyone in chat. They would just come in and like request weird things. And so one day I said it out loud. I said, "Im Young, I don't even know if you're a real person. I think you might be a bot." And they were like, "I'm not bot. I don't know." And so ever since then, I think I embarrassed them and they don't come back. If they were like actually a child. They were either a very young child on their parents' YouTube account, or they were a bot. Because I said, if you're not a bot, I said something like, well, then tell me who your favorite character is and explain why. Like, I wanted them to actually, like, say something constructive in chat that I could respond to, right? And I don't think they ever did that. I'm not bot. And, one day, I think I finished commission stream early or something, and I decided to draw what we all know now as Shrimprella, Clear Sky Shrimp. Hold on, let me get their shrimp. Let me actually get the shrimp. The big boy version. Where is he? In my files. So then that's when I drew Shrimprella Sky. This is for Im Young. This is Clear Sky as a shrimp dressed as Cinderella. And that's how we got Shrimprella. Pet, 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 pet. But then one time, Im Young came back in and I was all excited. I was like, "Hey, Im Young, had long time no see." And they're like, "That's Mr. Young to you." I thought that was funny. I think about that a lot. "That's Mr. Young to you." I'm like, oh, okay. It was some bird that looked like a sack. Yeah, it doesn't really translate very well. Tidy, does it? But it's Clear Sky in a Cinderella dress. But he's been shrimpified. Yes, that is why the shrimp is gray. Anyway, the moral of the story is sometimes you become a street meme. There's another person that I feel like Im Young's the only one that I would let that happen to. It was like really early on in my it was really early on in like my streaming, and I wasn't as confident in like just telling people like, "Hey, You're not really matching the vibe of the chat. No one can like respond to you. If you could like chill on the request. It's not very like... I wasn't very communicative when people were bothering me. See ya, Niall. So I feel like it would not happen nowadays. But... they were mostly harmless, I would say. Open Shrimprella. Shrimprella, your character here comms would be like $1. I don't even know if I could charge $1 for them. They take like 5 seconds. It would probably take longer for me to send it to you than it would for me to draw it. I think we drew Shrimprella. I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember when Shrimprella was actually born. Like what? It was a commission stream though. Commission streams are kind of the streams where memes are born. I feel like. A lot of the... honestly, the commission streams are my most stressful streams. Not just because I'm drawing for money and I want the drawing to look good and I think I just get really tense during them, and I am a little bit more... I don't know. I think my brain's just firing a lot more during commission streams, so they're a little bit more tiring. Well, I'm hoping that the commissioners are watching during streams. It doesn't really stress me out that the commissioners are watching. Honestly, it stresses me out more when the commissioner is not watching the stream. Because the whole point of a commission stream for me is that I'm streamlining the feedback process. So it's actually a lot more helpful for the commissioner to be there and catch things they'd like changed immediately instead of having to do a back and forth afterward. So I think it does stress me out a lot more when the commissioner gets a slot and is like, I'm not going to be there. Because then I'm like, oh gosh. Yeah, she's blipping. Got her little tongue out. I keep getting Ice Cloud and Icewing confused. Icewing will be in the ThunderClan one, though, yeah. There's this other guy I remember. There's this like person on a commission stream that also started to like be really mean to like everyone else in chat too. For some reason, commission streams are just like sometimes the most chill streams ever, but then like honestly, I feel like the most unhinged commenters come in on my commission streams as well sometimes. I'm like, what is happening? Who's Hazeltail looking at? She's looking at her brother. Actually, I don't think the tail will be. I'm trying to think. No, because the sun's coming from that way. So yeah, there will be like a little drop shadow on her. For the SkyClan Lake Camp, what is your request, Agnolia? The OCs you're drawing are not a sub fandom. Yeah. I think it's because the commission streams, they're not labeled as like drawing warrior cats. Because a lot of the unhinged people I get on commission streams are like people that just come in and start talking about their own OCs and then like bash everyone else's OCs. Like theirs are like way better than theirs. And I'm like, why are you doing this? That's how I feel. Like just chill. Actually, she's kind of in the dark, so I'm going to keep her kind of dark. Well, I don't want her to blend in. Yeah. I'll fix her up later. Oh yeah, they are kids. I don't really hold it against them. But if you keep doing it after I've told you, hey, it's not very nice to do that, then like, I don't know. I don't know what else to say to you. Bye. I don't really take it personally, and I don't think anyone else should take it personally when a kid comes in here and is like, your OC's mid. Just listen to my OC, because that's just like what every single kid is like, I feel like sometimes. Trying to think of what I want to do with this back shading. Maybe I'll just put his whole... I think I'm just going to keep it all in the sun. Sort of like that. For character development. I don't think you guys are thinking too hard about it. It was just like this person that came in and we were all being very polite to them and letting them talk about their OC and talk about their story that they've been writing since they were 6 years old. That's like 6,000 pages right now that they're going to make into a comic book, and you know, like being very nice and kind and listening to them and being like just, you know, and then I start drawing an OC and they're like, this OC is pretty mid. Like, dude, we were all very nice to you and let you talk about your OC for like, or your story or whatever for like an hour. And the first thing that you're going to say when somebody else's OC comes on screen, it's like, eh. They didn't, by the way, I wasn't drawing their OC or anything. They did not, I was not drawing their OC. I don't know who they were. I don't remember their name. They were just like really weird. No, this person was just like clearly a child that didn't want to talk about anything other than their own stuff, you know? I mean, I gotta admit, I was probably only half listening to them. I don't know. Some people are just crazy. I don't let it get to me. Berry nose time. We're gonna do berry nose. Yeah, we're just giving some of the cats shading and stuff right now. Making them a little bit more like they actually belong in the picture and are not just stickers that are put on top of it. Ooh, that is an ugly color. It's okay though. We will fix it later. Berry Nose didn't deserve to. Berry Nose did have a rough go of it in Broken Code, didn't he? Not many cats can say they got to deputy status, though, so I guess good for him. Question mark? Get a little bit of that color from Fox Sleep on him, I guess. Maybe some green. Hey, Echoing. You miss Fox Sleep? I miss, Ice Cloud and Fox Sleep. They were really cute little background characters. Too bad that they were Fern Dust kits and Vicky hated Fern and Dust. To be fair, and let's be honest, let's be real, she only hated them because she thought that they were too good, they were too perfect. They didn't have enough drama. So that's why all of their kiddos suffer horrible fates. Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna darken it a little bit. Moonpaw and Briarlight could have been friends. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, October. Yeah, Briarlight's with Lily Kit and Seed Kit. Those are the only 2 kits in camp. Hold on, let me look at the names. Get the names on there for y'all. Purdy, why are you floating? I know, the Nintendogs Walk music's my favorite from this playlist. He's meditating. I just had to find him. Where is he? He's in the background, cats. There. I don't know how he got moved up. I'm gonna move Bramble over a smidge. Actually, I have to modify him a little bit because... yeah, I had to fix his face on a stream. Because he was not cooperating the first time I drew him. We're back to the mid-ground cats. Where is Foxleap? That is not Foxleap, that was Cinderheart. I just typed Foxleap. Thank you. Poppy Frost also needs a new group. And Kato and Briarheart need a new group. Okay. Foxleap. Purdy was the highlight of Bramblestar Storm. What does Purdy do in Bramblestar Storm? I can't even remember. Is it weird that you hate Ivy Pool? I honestly think the pendulum swings a lot, especially with sibling characters. And I feel like the pendulum has been swinging against Ivy Pool for a while. It used to be that everyone hated Dovely and liked Ivy Pool. And then eventually it settles in the middle where people realize that they don't have to hate a sibling to like the other sibling. It's kind of like where Leaf Pool and Swirlflight ended up. But I feel like there's a lot of people that don't really like Ivy Pool. A lot of people don't want to see her as leader, which is interesting to me. I personally would love for her to be leader. If she wants it, of course. Yeah, I like both of them. I don't think it's weird to hate any specific character. I think the only character that's like weird that people will hate is like Firestar. Not really. I guess I've seen my fair share of people that don't like Firestar, so it's like whatever. I don't really think it's weird to hate any specific character. I think it might be weird to hate like Briarlight or someone, or Purdy. Purdy hate. This post was made by Breeze Paw. Type thing. If you don't like Briarlight, then I don't like you. There are many characters that people would literally go to war to defend. I like playing devil's advocate, but I completely understand that a lot of my favorite characters are very decisive characters, and that's kind of like why I like them. Because I find them interesting to twirl around in my brain. But not everyone likes those type of characters. They just want a character that's just real nice. And that's fine. What are these little dots right here? Do you guys see these? I can't see it because I have this like crazy brush on, but it's like right there. Where's that in the foreground? Firestar is perfectly rated in my opinion. I won't be taking flames. I want to say that if Ivy Pool were to become leader, all except SkyClan would have Dark Forest trainees. I know, right? No, Icewing was a Dark Forest trainee. So you're right. That's why I want her to be leader. Well, yeah. Because I just think that's an interesting concept. To be like... I find it interesting that a lot of Dark Forest trainees actually, like, they were able to manipulate them with, like, maybe ambitions and, like, hopes to become leader. Or, like, somehow the Dark Forest cats could, like, see which cats had the potential to become leaders in the future and, like, explicitly went after them. I don't know. I find it interesting. I'm gonna saturate him up a little bit, I think. No, I'm not gonna saturate him up. Maybe just a soft light. It's not shown in her brief history? Interesting. Yeah, I specifically remember because her and her son, it was kind of like a Birchfall Ivy Pool situation where Icewing and Beetle Whisker were both in the Dark Forest, is why I remember. Okay, that was Fox Sleep we just did, and then we did Berry Nose. And now we need to do Gray Stripe and Millie. I think I'm just gonna do a simple, like, back leg shaded thing for her. And then, like, the under. I don't think I'm gonna do too much for these characters up here. They're getting pretty tiny. She is blending in a lot though, so I need to keep an eye out on that. Millie and Silverstream look terribly alike. Kind of like how Gale Star, Bound Hunt, and Stripe Star are both just dark tabbies. Dark brown tabbies. Remember if she was there when you got killed? I don't think she was. I mean, maybe she was. Hold on. So that was during the... Let me look at the Beetle Whisker. I know for a fact that there are chapter by chapter summaries, and he dies in page 158 in The Last Hope. So if I go to The Last Hope and I go to the chapter by chapter subpages, kind of go to that. What did I say? One something something? It'll be an Ivy pool point of view. Yes. Okay, so it was chapter 14 of The Last Hope, and the characters that were in that meeting: Ivypool, Broken Star, Applefur, Breeze Pelt, Beetle Whisker, Tiger Star, Hawk Frost, Thistleclaw, Darkstripe, Maple Shade. So I believe that they only one cat from each clan was in this meeting. I think it was only the ones that were quote-unquote warriors. Yeah, so there's only one representative of each of the clans, and Beetle Whisker was River Clans. So the only living cats that were there when Beetle Whisker dies were Breeze Pelt, Applefur, and Ivypool. You're fine, Hollow. Let's look at who the Dark Forest cats were. The trainees were Minnowtail, Hollowflight, Icewing, and Beetle Whisker. And from Windclan, Breezepelt, Antpelt, Sunstrike, First Pelt, Larkwing, Hairspring, Whiskernose, Mouse Whisker, Thornclaw, Birchfall, Blossomfall, Ivypool. And then from ShadowClan, Tigerheart, Ratscar, Red Willow, and Applefur. I actually don't know. I don't think there's going to be much of him that's going to be shaded. I guess I could shade... I don't think I'm going to shade much. I'll shade that little bit. Does he have anything... Did I mess up his tail at all? Or is his tail really just like that? Hold on. I feel like... Didn't his tail have a tip? Oh. I literally typed in gay paw. I'm so sorry. Okay. No, it doesn't. Okay. And then I'll do a little bit of blue down there. Yeah. Hollow Flight is another Dark Forest trainee. I don't know. I think you're thinking about it too hard. Usually when somebody says, this doesn't make sense, and they're talking about warrior cats, I'm like, you're probably thinking about it too hard. I have to tell that to myself, like, all the time, by the way. This is not just a... This is a problem I think... I'm pretty sure that every single one of us have. No offense to any of us. I'm included in this. Sometimes I just have to sit back and say, I'm thinking about it too hard. Reel it back in, touch the grass. Old Lady Sandstorm and Old Lady Firestar. Slowly getting through a Warrior Cats reread, and I'm fearing Omen of the Stars. Yeah, for me, Omen of the Stars is always an arc where I will skim. Power of 3 and Omen of the Stars, I skim really bad on rereads. Like, whole chapters, I'll just, like, glance through very quickly to be like, oh yeah, this is what happened in this chapter, aka it doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna put these on normal. And then I'm gonna go this. I'm going to do a nice sort of bluish. And then I'm thinking let's see what I want to do. I'm gonna have to put the lighting on first. Orange cats, man. I always struggle with the lighting on them. I don't want them to feel like too washed out. I mean, my Firestar is a pretty washed out Firestar. But it is summer, right? So I have to think about that. Like, he's honestly... I don't want him to be, like, the main focal point, but I would like for you to, like, notice that he's up there. You know? I'm going to just do, like, a darker orange. Maybe, like, a purple. Cute. And then for Sandstorm, we will do that, like, kind of tealish color. I just got, like, mega deja vu. I kind of want him to be... Well, actually, you know what I could do? I could have his pelt color kind of be bouncing off the rocks. I think that would actually look kind of cute. Let's see. If I had it just bouncing just slightly. Him and Fire and Sandstorm. It does still look like he's floating, though. I think I need to bring down his back. I wonder if I put, like, his tail. Let's look. The new prophecy seems to be the arc with a lot of divided opinions. Yeah, I honestly don't think it has too many... I feel like overall people think if it falls really flat more than it hits. I do think that it was a lot better when it was first coming out, and there was nothing else to let me try to reformulate the sentence. When New Prophecy first released, it was the first time we had ever seen the world outside of the forest. And so it was very exciting for that single reason, in that it gave us a look at a bigger world and like a bigger world building. And it introduced a lot of cool world building stuffs for like role plays, like the Dark Forest. It introduced a whole new territory. It just made the world seem so much bigger. Nowadays, it falls flat because we know that even the stuff that's introduced in the New Prophecy is kind of almost a drop in the bucket, compared to some of the other lore stuff they've put out throughout the years. His butt needs to be lower. I think so too. I think I'm gonna shrink that, and then I'm gonna make his make the back of him come down a little bit. So I appreciate the New Prophecy but it's a purely like nostalgic appreciation. Like, I remember when it was releasing and I was like, this is so cool. This is really like the characters that are in Midnight work really well off of each other. I thought that the tribe was really cool because it's like, oh man, there's a whole nother group of cats. That means that there could be an infinite number of groups of cats out there and stuff like that. I also like the tail. Thank you. I forgot that I was sketching it. I am thinking about like 50 different things on stream, so I appreciate when people are like, hey, remember when you were sketching that? I thought it looked pretty good. And I'll be like, oh yeah. But I really don't like rereading New Prophecy. And I'm not gonna lie, my favorite part about reading New Prophecy are the first 3 books. I can't stand the last 3 books, man. They're so hard for me to get through. Hey, October. Or hey, Mion. Okay, he has a white tail tip. Hey, Jatoiba. Welcome in. So, I don't know, man. No spoilers for Arc 2? Okay, we were just talking about it, so no more spoilers for Arc 2. So do you... No, you're fine, Jatoiba. We weren't really talking about spoilers. I was more talking about it... I feel like I wasn't using too much spoiler language, but... I know, I'm sorry, October. It's because you say hi, and then I'm like, oh, yes, I need to say hi. It's like a response. My brain on autopilot. Just say hi to everyone. Who do I think are Sandstorm's parents? I like the red tail running wind theory. Silverstream concept? Ooh. Well, I appreciate that you say hi to everyone. It's a very kind thing for you to do. Oh my god, there's so many cats! Give it up for Cat 30. Cat 30. Thanks for the sub, Luna. Bramble Claw time. Here, I'll put some names on there for y'all. I didn't hear you say I'm sorry, Anna. Hello. I do miss people. I have a nice little round of saying hi to everyone if you're here within like the first 5 minutes. But then after that, sometimes I forget to say hi. Once I start, well, it's basically like once I start drawing, I'm not paying attention to chat as closely. And so people start to slip through the cracks. Yeah, I have, instead of Running Wind being Dappletail's mate, I have Dappletail's mate being Sunstar in my, like, little headcanon. Although I do need, well, I'm trying to think. I haven't really fixed the problem of like Ashfur and Squirrelflight being semi-related, but I have Ashfur's dad and mom being Brindleface and Darkstripe. But Darkstripe is still a Willow Pelt Kit. But maybe he doesn't have to be a Willow Pelt Kit. Maybe I can just make him not a Willow Pelt Kit, and then that would solve everything, actually. Maybe I'll just do that. He's just a weird baby. That's dad is Pine. Pine Star and Sasha. Now I'm just like tinfoil hatting, like you're going level 9 on my headcanon magnum opus. Okay, and then stick some lighting on him. Her and Sunstar would have been cute. I agree. I don't know. In my family tree, I try to keep cats. I try to keep them magnanimous. Magnanimous. Sorry, can't pronounce that one apparently. But it's mainly because it's just, I want to prevent as many like half siblings as I possibly can for my own sanity. Pretty much all of my pairings on my family trees are purely pragmatic. In that I don't really ship them per se, and that I think about them a lot or whatever, but I'm like, this is fine for your genetics for me to pair you guys up. I'm not a shipper. Monogamous. Thank you. I was trying to do the monogamous. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Having it spelled out for me helped actually quite a bit. I think the sun is probably hitting him right directly on the back, so I don't think he's going to have too much shading other than what I've given him. I need to fix this. This is ridiculous. It's okay. I feel like the line art should be... Excuse me, I have the hiccups. This would be much more interesting. Don't worry about it. Don't go fixing the little details. Get the full thing done first, and then you can go about fixing the little details, like the line art feeling a little bit too light and stuff like that. Just get the broad strokes on. Yeah, monogamous probably isn't the right word to use there, because you can't be monogamous and have multiple mates throughout your life. But I just, oh man. It's just like complicates the family tree. I guess, what's the word? I mean, a lot of birds, not a lot of birds, but some birds will do it, like a mate for life. Mate for life. I don't know if there's an actual proper word for it other than just like the concept. And then on my family trees, I only mark mates down if they have kids, because it's just a family tree. It's not like a shipping headcanon thing. I'm only interested in documenting it for genetic purposes. I think I have Longtail being... I don't know. Gray Stripe does break the rule, but that's because both of him and Silverstream's kids are not in the same clan. They're not even in the clans anymore, so I don't know, whatever. I also try not to change like pairings that are like hugely canon, in that they were like major parts of the books in my thing. I don't have as much of an issue changing or like ignoring shipping like mates that were just family tree confirmed, like on the Warriors website. But I would have an issue like changing Bumblestripe, Briarlight, and Blossom Falls heritage and stuff like that, you know? And my family tree page on the Magnum Opus is very outdated. I do want to update it. I think the only one that's 100%... I don't think any of them are 100% I'm solid with. I'm pretty sure I just make him a golden flower patch pelt kit. Aww. Wait, Joybat. Jatoiba. Oh, look at Silverstream. I'm like Joybat, Jatoiba. Okay. I'm like, I had to say them both out loud. To be like, who is this? Okay, yes. I was like, oh, yes. Okay. Look at Silverstream. Pet. I like the purple on her. Joybat is a lot easier to pronounce, for sure. It's much more... soggy. Yeah, I like that purple. I don't think it's too purple. You think it's too purple? I don't know, she's kind of like... I'd have to see her next to other designs. Like, sometimes she feels purple, but it would depend on if all the other designs that are around her are like a similar type of saturation. What is this? Oh, this is the RiverClan Allegiance. Getting distracted. You want her more purple? Yeah. Like usually if I'm like, oh, I have toned down a lot of character colors from doing them during like these sort of scenes. Like look how saturated like Lion Blaze is, but he's in the front, right? So that makes me feel less bad when I'm like, Cherry Fall is like a very saturated color scheme. So yeah, I have changed designs based on that before. Yeah, RiverClan Allegiance jump scare. Made by Agnolia. Wait, how many cats are in this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Wait. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. There's not even 30 cats in this. Crazy. So tiny. Oh yeah, Leaf and Squirrel. I need to work on their hues a little bit, especially this down here. But like I said, I'm trying not to focus on the details too much. Get the stuff down and then you can start fiddly farting around with it. Lag. No! Oh, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Coming back. Oh, okay, I'm back. I'm back. Lag spike. Thanks, Spectrum. Appreciate it. Best internet company ever. Get him a little bit more golden. For those of you who were here on Tuesday, at the end of stream, we did some thumbnails for a Zine, and I sent it in for feedback, and Harrier Tail also agreed with the Badger Ride one. So I think I'm going to take that concept and maybe do a couple more like rendered thumbnails with poses. FYI. I'm gonna give him a little bit more of a gold. Can I soft light him maybe? Nifty will return. The brown cat I'm shading is Thornclaw. Here, I'll put the names up again. I think I'm gonna do a general kind of haze on him. The patrol gay? Yeah, that guy. Gaslighting us into thinking you don't make him brown. Wait, what? Yeah, I know he's supposed to be golden. What are you guys gonna do about it? He's always been a brown tabby. Yeah, and I understand. So, I don't know, man. I don't know why. I feel like it's just because his name is Thorn, right? I feel like a thorn suffix should be a brown cat. So I just always made him... I mean, he used to be much more brown than this. Hold on. What did his old design look like? Like, he used to be super brown. This is his Omen of the Stars 2015 design. I liked his 2 white paws, though. Did I keep his white paws? I did keep his white paws. Dust pelt looking? My dust pelt is not very dusty. To be fair, I think my dust pelt I don't like very much. But it's too late to change him. He's up here. I did change him a little bit. Hold on. Let me go back to the warrior cat design. But I mean, I just gave him like those anime upside down tears that Axel from Kingdom Hearts has. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, he's not very dusty. I gotta admit, I'd be really liking the dust pelt from Where It Gets Animated. Have you guys seen... I think I can show these because I was just sketching them. They're not like official or anything. It was just something that I sketched at one point. Let me show you. My dust paws. Have you guys seen my dust paws? Holds them up. From Nifty-Senpai has image in style chat. Yeah, these are just studies. Have you guys seen the Where It Gets Animated dust paw? Look at him. I love him. Pet, 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 pet. I don't like this one. But I like this one. This one turned out really nice. These are just sketches. Well, they're not sketches, but they're just studies of characters. He does remind me of an otter. He does look like a ferret. I like his round ears. He's got like very round ears. Yeah, the sandpaw design I like because it looks like apple. Honestly, I feel like a lot of my first arc designs, I'm not... There's a couple of them in there that are very much exactly how I imagine the character, like Blue Star, Tiger Star, Fireheart. Gray Stripe's pretty much exactly how I imagined him. But there's quite a few of those like first arc characters that I'm not like super satisfied with their design, but I've had them for so long that I don't really feel like changing them. I like my long tail. I like my dark stripe. I also really like the dark stripe for Where It Gets Animated. They're like they're very different though. Spider like doing the Jacques cleaning. The raven paw pic got me thinking about clan cats making hammocks. I think I drew it to be like, oh, he's sleeping in one of those like barrels at the farm or something like that. Or like he's sleeping, in my mind, he was like sleeping on a piece of like curved furniture at the barn. I don't know. I just remembered I wanted to draw the other apprentices other than Firepaw and Greypaw. And then I did it for like a warm-up sketch one day. If these clads, they definitely make hammocks. Never seen a dark stripe design I didn't like. Most people can capture them pretty well. I agree. Okay, I think the only cats left that need is Daisy and Fern Clown. I've been drawing for 2 hours. I'm definitely gonna need to stand up and stretch after this. Quiz break? I think we definitely deserved a quiz break. I don't know about you guys. Frozen chocolate-covered blueberries. That sounds like delicious. Never had them. I had some raspberries in my cereal earlier, but they were not frozen and they were not covered in chocolate. They were still quite delicious. I know Brightheart has blue eyes, but I've always drawn her with green eyes. I used to draw her with green eyes. I don't know if it was a early fandom thing, but yeah, if you look at my Brightheart design, from 2015, I gave her green eyes all the way up there till then. It wasn't until I redesigned her for Little Pistol that I actually gave her her proper eye color. Yeah, I don't know. I could always do the thing I do with the Dovewing and like give her a hint of green in there. Are you sure that you're thinking of bright side color or Dovewings? Yeah, Moonpaw I think is the only cat that has canon heterochromia. I'm looking at the mistakes of her picture. Where's the mistakes? Is it in the trivia section? She has mistakenly been depicted with an amber eye. It says that she's never been mentioned to have green eyes anywhere. I'm looking at the official art. She's got an amber eye in the Ultimate Guide. I don't know. Sorry, I went down a rabbit hole. Do I want... I don't think I want that all in shadow. I think I'm just gonna keep it simple for her. Shading wise, just do that much. And then I'm going to lighten up the shading on Daisy. Make it a nice brownish color. I don't want it blending in too much though. I don't know, she's gonna blend in. Just a way of life for her. She's like the same color as the sand. I checked the wiki and they cite Night Whispers as being the first instance of Bright having blue eyes. Yeah, I don't think that her or her siblings had canon eye colors for a long time. Because all of my eye colors for everyone except for Cinderpelt has changed over the years. So I feel like Thornclaw, Brightheart, and Brackenfur had... But I could be wrong. I could just be just an absolutely terribly comprehended reading comprehension. I could just be making excuses for myself. Hold on. Let me look at the Brackenfur. Sign of the Moon is when he had amber eyes. And Thornclaw had blue eyes and the Silent Thaw. Okay, yeah, so I'm right. I don't think any of them had canon eye colors for the longest time. Okay. It's Fern, Cloud, and Davy. Alrighty, I think all of them are done in this folder. Let me get this mid-ground folder going. Silly tiny Brecken fur. Yeah, he was really big in the last picture, so he got designated to be tiny in this one. See ya, Luna. Alrighty, I'm gonna take a quick stand and stretch break. Cinderpelt got her eyes in Starlight. There's no way they waited until Starlight to give her eyes. Hold on. Let me look at Darkest Hour. I mean, okay. Cinderpelt, no? I don't think, well, there's only a couple cats that even have eye colors in... Very small ears. There's not that many cats that have eye colors in the original arcs, so... Guess that makes sense. Crow has amber eyes in the guide. Crowfeather with amber eyes. I feel like he would look too much like Nightcloud and Breezepelt. I like him with the blue eyes. Alrighty, I'm gonna go take a quick stand and stretch. I'll be right back. Okay, guys? I will be right back. Hello. I return. Let us do a quiz. Jatoiba, are you still here? Oh, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Let us do... Okay, Chitoipa's still here. ThunderClan. Should we do... Starling Paul definitely feels like a mob psycho, mob type character. Let's do all she-cats, A through E. Bold cut mob psycho. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Starling gets the bold cut. Okay. This is all of the girls. A through E. We are inevitably going to have not girls in here, and we're inevitably gonna get like G cats in here, but that is just the name of the game, you know? Alder branch, start with the peak. No, see, this is what I'm talking about. It's not all Alder branch. But, like, Maple Shade is not in here. It's just A through E. You guys can do it. I believe you. Dovewing, Aspen-tail, not Fall. Ashheart and Ashfoot. Dovestar. No, both the Dovestars are boys, actually. Berryheart, Berry Fall as well. Amber Moon and Amber Leaf. Daisy, Daisy Heart, Daisy Tail, Daisy Toe. Eel Tail. Is the eel kit? No. Dove Wing. We got... What about Dove's Wing? Bright Heart. Bright Spirit, Bright Whisker. I think all the Brights are girls. Bright Stream, Bright Flower, Bright Sky, Bright something else probably that I'm not remembering. Dapple Tail, Dappled Pelt, Dapple Nose, Echo Mist, Echo Snout, Echo Song, Crow Star and Crow Tail, and I believe Crow Muzzle. Bess, Betsy, Bella, Bella Leaf, Cinder Pelt and Cinder Heart, Ember Dawn, and I think that one of the Ember kits? Ember Foot is one of the Ember Stars? No. Feathertail, you guys are probably gonna have to repeat. It's E, so there's no F. There's no F. Acorn Fur. Bright Spirit I got. Apple Fur. Apple Dawn. Apple Shine. Apple Blossom. Dusk Fur and Dusk Water. But I don't think Dusk... Is Dusk Nose? Okay. Bee Sting. Bee Nose. Bailey is a good one. Ashfoot I got. Brooke. Crag is a boy. Ebony Claw. This'll... No. It's A through E. Alder. I got Alder Branch and Alder. Brindle Wing. Brindle Face. Brindle Star. Brindle Claw. I think all the Brindles are girls. Bristle Frost. Blue Bell Kit. Blue Star. Blue Whisker. Curly Paw. Curl Kit. Curl Feather. Bristle Claw is what I need. Bristle Claw. Dragonfly, bird, birdie. I think all the birds are. I think you're right. Bird song, bird wing, bird flight. Doe star, doe spring. Bee I got. Amber moon I got. Deer paw, deer dapple, deer leap. Chestnut kit is a boy. Cranberry paw is a girl though. Dandelion kit. What about dancing leaf? No. Blade is a good one. Bacon is not one, no. Breeze, breeze, heart. Bloom heart is a boy, but bloom petal is a girl. And then blossom, blossom kit, blossom fall, blossom heart. Dangling leaf I think is a boy, yeah. Cherry tail, cherry paw, cherry feather, cherry feather? Cherry tail? Did we get all the cherries? Dottie, Drizzle, and Drizzle Paw. Dark Flower. Is that the only dark that's a girl? I think so. Berry Heart I got. Ebony Claw I got. Bacon's a boy. We got Bristle Frost and we got Bristle Claw. Cheddar. Cheddar's a good one. Cherry Fall. Did I type in? Okay. I thought I didn't type in all of them. Thank you. Dawn Pelt. All the Dawns are girls. Dawn Cloud, Dawn Stripe, Dawn Flower, Dawn Feather, Dawn Star, Dawn Mist, Dawn River, Dark Star. Thank you. I would have forgotten about Dark Star. Alder I got. Crystal's a good one. Cypress Paw, and I think Copper Paw's a girl too. Did I get Curl Feather already? I did. It's not in alphabetical order. It sucks. Bramble Berry. Branch. Is Branch Leap a girl? No. Brook I got. Bailey I got. Bright Flower I got. PKS. I know. I'm trying. Breeze Heart I got. Bug Eater. Thank you. Bracken Pelt. Bracken Wing. I think those are the only two Brackens that are girls. There's no, there's a Birch Star that's a girl, but all the other Birches are boys. Dapple Tail I got. Amber Leaf and Amber Moon I got. Bella Leaf I got. What about the Beach? I think Beach Tail is a girl. I think it's the only beach that's a girl. Golden Flower, it's A through E, so I don't think G's on there. No, it's A, B, C, D, and E. Eagle Wing. I think that, is that the only eagle that's a girl? Dream Flow's a good one. No F. Bumble, Bramble I got. Bumble I got. What about Briarlight? We need Briarlight still. Eagle Wing I got. I got Echo. Did I get all the Echoes? I think I did. Ebony Claw. Oh, Eagle Feather. I think Eagle Feather's a boy. Yeah, Eagle Feather's a boy. I got that. Brick is considered a boy for Spiderwing, even though Brick's totally a girl. Tribe of Rushing Water Prey Hunter Crest. Thank you. Broken Shadow's a good one. We're going up a little bit. Down Kit. Yes. What about Drift Kit? No. Duck Paw. Brook Ripple. Brook Ripple's a boy. Crowfur. Crowfur's a boy. I think the only girl crows is Crow Tail and Crow Star and Crow Muzzle. Dandelion Kit. Buttercup's a boy, I think. Yeah, he is. Owl Feather. Did I get Duskfur? I did. What about Dust Flower? Dew Nose. Oh, okay. We need the dews. So Dew Nose, Dewy Leaf, Dew Kit, do Spots. Chris. Chirp. Chirp's a boy, I think. We need Cleo, though. We need the Clovers. So Clover Tail, Clover Splash, Clover Foot, Eel Tail. Same brain silo. What about the Clouds? We haven't gone Cloud yet. So Cloudy Sun, Cloud Mist, Cloud Berry. Cinders, we got the Cinders, but we need Cinders. You're right. And Cinnamon Tail. I always get Cinnamon Tail at the same time as her. Cocoa and Coriander. Cobweb's a boy, I think. Cody, though. Cody. Brandy? Brandy's a boy, even though I think... I had a friend growing up, like in high school, her name was Brandy, so I always thought Brandy was a girl, but apparently it's a boy. Croak's a good one. Cora, of course, a good one. Crow Muzzle I got. Bloom Petal I got. What about... Cora I got. Cloudy Sun I got. There's a ThunderClan kit we're missing. Elder Kit? Is that a girl? No. Cricket Kit? Okay. Bubbling Stream's a good one. I haven't gotten her yet. Daffodil. Good call, good call. We're still missing a kitty pet. We got Betsy and stuff, right? Bailey? Did we get Bailey? Yeah, we did. We got Beach and Beetle. All the Beetles are boys. Crystal, I got. And we're missing a Wildcat Prowler. Claw Stretch. I think that's the only Claw that's a girl. I think Claw Whistle's a boy, right? Coco? I got Coco. Dottie? Bee Sting? I got Bee Sting and Bee Nose. And we got all the birdies, right? Black Bee, we got. River Clan Warrior, Kitty Pet. We are only missing 4. Man, we like kind of killed this quiz. We're missing a Sky Clan Warrior. Curry? Okay, we needed Curry. I think she's a kitty pet, right? Yeah, she's probably... So we're missing a River Clan Warrior, a Sky Clan Warrior, and a Rogue. Dragonfly? Yes, we got her. Clovertail we got. Is Conefoot a girl? No. Cora? We got Cora. We got Cinders. Curlfeather? We got... We got Curlfeather, we got Curly Paw, we got Curl Kit. I feel like we kind of might have missed some D's. Cleo, we got... Cleo, I think, would be considered a kitty pet, right? To be a rogue. Ebony Claw? She'd be under kitty pet, I think. Eel, eggs. Both the eggs are boys. We got Ember. Echo, we have all the echoes. Echo Song, Mist. Did we get Ember Dawn? We did. I think we're done with E's. I think we're good on E's. A's. Did we get all the A's? We got Cricket Kit. Let's see. Adder, Bee Sting we got. Adder, Acorn. There's only Acorn Fur. Older, Coriander, Beanos. Beanos would be under the Kin. Amber, we got Amber Leaf and Amber Moon. Neither of those are River Clan or Sky Clan, though. And we got all the apples. What about the ants or boys? We got the ash. Is Arc Shadow a girl? No. And then Drizzle we got. Drift we got. I feel like it might be a D that we're missing, though. Did I get all the Dawns? Dawn Bright. Okay. Dawn Bright. Okay, so now we're just missing a Sky Clan Warrior and a Rogue. So sometimes I'll miss a Bright. Are there any Sky Clan Warriors that have Bright Spirit? We got Bright Spirit, right? We got Blossom Heart. There aren't that many Sky Clan Warriors, so are there any Dapples? Dew Petal. Dew Petal. Okay. Just a Rogue. We have 7 minutes. A rogue. We got Cinders. We have Cora. We have Bess. We have Bella. We have Blade. There are rogues. Who are the rogues in Dew? Dew's a river clan. Swallow, Ember. We got Bee. We got Breezeheart, right? She would be considered a rogue now. Let's see. Is it a D? I don't know. I don't know who it is. I'll probably give it until 5 minutes and then we won't do it anymore. We're not going to wait here for 7 minutes. We're not that desperate. I am out of coffee though. Dragonfly? I got Dragonfly, I thought. Brightstream? I think I got Brightstream. Yeah, I did. Cow! It was Dawn of the Clans though. You saying Brightstream echoing made me think of Dawn of the Clans rogues. And I remembered. Cow. It's always a Mothlight's Vision character at the end that I refuse to remember that book exists in the recesses of my mind. Moo. Okay. It is time to render out the background. Get rid of the mid-ground cats. It's the one book I couldn't finish. It's a rough ride. It's a rough ride. Oh, I need to change the music. Pokemon or Mario Kart bops again. Render time. Give it up for render time. I gotta finish this month because next month I'm gonna dedicate to that Zion piece. Although, I don't know how much more I will be able to do on stream. I was told that I can stream it up until the final details. Hold on 1 second. Apple woke up and she wants out of the bedroom now. Give me a sec. Okay. Gotta go for a bit. See ya, Echoing. Thanks for stopping in. Okay. The saxophone in the background going crazy, said by Saxo Phoenix. Are you enjoying it? Your name suggests you should enjoy it. I enjoy it. This is like one of my favorite Mario Kart bops. This is from Mario Kart 8, and like when you're underwater, the music changes, and then when you get above water, it's like super epic and stuff like that. I love saxophones. I do too. I was never a saxophone person, but when I was in band in like high school or whatever, I played French horn, and a lot of the French horn sheet music, I pretty much just had the same part as the saxophones. So I was always sitting next to them and stuff. Very appreciative. There's only one of us. And by one of us, I mean I was the single French horn player in the whole band. Did Spotted for his wiki sprite change? I have no idea. You can see, here, I'll show you. Actually, I can check. Would it have been recent? Hold on. That's what it used to be. No, the same. I don't know why they decided to make him a long-haired cat. Everyone is on top of the poster. Go away. Let's have the kitten pile on screen for emotional support. Okay, I'm only 200% zoomed in. That's fine. I don't want to be any more than 200% zoomed in. Otherwise, I start rendering too much. One day I will learn trumpet. I don't think I could play the French horn anymore. I haven't played the French horn in... I don't want to think about how long, because then I'll feel old. I'll get the old feelings. Just do my hard edge brush. I like this color. I just want to get the basic colors down, and then I'll do some quick masks so that I can clean it up easier for my wrist. I want a little bit more of this blue shining through. And then this is in the shadow of the tree. Pull that out in a little bit. And then I'm wondering how much to bring in green-wise to the branch. See, in my mind, I don't really want to bring in too much. And then I'm trying to figure out, I guess I'll make the, like, the weavings, the little basket weavings, I'll make it a darker color. Hello? What is happening? Hello? Thank you. It was like stuck on moving. I just saw the cover for Guiding Light. This cover is a mess. I mean, are you really that surprised? Since when has a cover not been a mess for Warriors? That is my question. I don't know what I want to render in. Tani's eyes are pointing in different directions. Yeah? Tawnyfell doesn't even look old enough. I mean, I don't think that... To be fair, cats don't look that much older when they get old. Like, in the face, like, yeah, they'll get gray. Like, they'll be a little bit more gray around their, like, muzzle, maybe. But, I don't know. It doesn't really bother me when cats don't look what age they're supposed to be. Not many people can pull off, like, aging a cat realistically. I mean, obviously I age up the cats, but I do it in a very, like, human way. I'm more interested by the fact that Breeze Pelt is on the cover. That's pretty interesting, don't you think? Of course, for some reason, I mean, cats have just been on the covers because there's... It seems like there's a literal journey every single book in this stupid arc. Have you guys noticed that? Maybe there's not going to be a journey in Chasing Shadows, but Hidden Moon had a journey and Elder's Quest had a journey. And this blows. That's how I feel about it. This sucks. Breeze Pelt next deputy. That's what I thought when I saw that he was going to be... Of course, Nectar Song was just on the cover of the last one, and it's just because she was part of the journey. So It could be that Breezepelt and Frecklewish are just on the covers because they're two of the cats that go to the journey to the gorge, which they have, like, said is going to happen in this book. They're going to the gorge or whatever. Or I don't know if they're doing it in, like, Hidden Moon. I don't know. This whole arc is such a snooze. Warriors giveth and warriors taketh. A Starless Clan was decent. The pacing of A Starless Clan, I mean, honestly, probably not much happened for it being 6 books. But it was still okay for a Warrior Cat arc, in my opinion. Like, I was genuinely excited for each book that came out, which, honestly... I have really no excitement for this arc. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. That's how I'm feeling. For the headshot poster in like 2 years. Yeah, we'll start the headshot poster at the end of next year, probably. I mean, let's be real. I could probably start the headshot poster... Well, I probably won't start it until... then. We forgot how bad Warriors can get because we had Broken Code and A Starless Clan back-to-back, which were both decent books. Well, book series, in my opinion. I thought that both of them were fine. I really liked the cast for Broken Code. But I mean, Broken Code and A Starless Clan both had pretty rough middles, in my opinion. Like, what is it? Darkness Within was a pretty brutal book. And honestly, I feel like Silent Thaw and Veil of Shadows probably could have been one book. I feel like if we were going, like, first arc, all of those, I don't know. Books are just drawn out nowadays. But, whatever. Still be drawing Warrior Cats in 50 years? I don't know. I'll draw Warrior Cats until I'm tired of drawing Warrior Cats, I guess. It's kind of integral to who I am at this point in my life. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Probably just draw Warrior Cats forever. As long as I like drawing it. just like drawing cats. Brings me great happiness. It is a source of my income right now, which I am forever grateful that I have the opportunity to draw something that I really like drawing. I would like to broaden my horizons, though. I would like to start creating some of my own original, like, stuff. Eventually. But I feel like even if I was creating my own stuff, I'd still want to draw warrior cats. Some bark lines in there. 200%. Don't zoom in too far. Nifty is in the nursing home drawing warrior cats. I will probably be drawing cats. Yes. I just like drawing cats. It brings me joy. I don't even have to share my cats with the world. I would just have them for my own benefit. Weirdos. Oh, don't be nervous, Yellow. I have some helpful tips to give you. I just had to compile them all. I had to look through my critique folder. I think that the main thing I'm going to tell you is to simplify everything down. I think the structure is there. I think you're just giving everything just a little bit too much detail. But I will be giving you some feedbacks, and then I'll give you some I'll give you an assignment. This sounds like a lot more professional, but I was going to give you a past assignment that I've seen people do when they're starting to like emulate a new style that you can use to like do your study pages with. I just have had zero time to sit down and actually like formulate thoughts. Yeah, no problem, Yellow. I will help anyone that wants to be helped. I will try. I feel like having the desire to learn and to be able to take feedback and apply it is probably the #1 most important thing when you're like working with a group. So as long as people have that, I am forever willing to teach them. But don't take the feedback personally. Remember, this is the other thing. I'm going to give you feedback, and I'm going to give you feedback that would be like what you would get in the project. And you should never take it personally, because I'm not personally, if you ever get feedback when you're working on something, don't take it personally. The person giving you feedback on your art is only trying to make the best product they can and trying to help you make the best product you can. That is definitely something you have to learn. Don't be too hard on yourself. I'm not giving feedback because I don't think that you're going to be able... Somebody who's in a position of giving like feedback and critique to you, they're never giving you a critique and feedback that they don't think you can apply, if that makes sense. Talking about taxes. Well, I prepaid my taxes for this quarter, so I don't have to think about them until I actually have to file, so we're done. Me and taxes, we have broken up for another 3 months. I'm actually gonna just put this whole entire thing in shadow, I think. Do I want to? Yeah, sure, why not? Hey, Struggle. I've been determined to get my hands on the magnum opus. I need to work on the magnum opus, for sure. I haven't worked on it in a couple months. I'm feeling the itch again. I will link it. Here you go. Can I zoom out? La! Wait, hold on. Let me turn on the cats. Does your government tell you how much you have to pay? Yeah, I mean, I use TurboTax, so you like input. So when you're a freelance, this is going to be really boring to a lot of people in chat probably, because I'm sure that a lot of you guys don't have to do your own taxes yet. But as an artist, if you're a freelance artist, you are a self-employed individual. And so as a self-employed individual, you don't pay into taxes. If you work at like McDonald's or at a company, when you get your paycheck, usually the taxes are taken out of your paycheck. And so when you do taxes, you usually get like, sometimes you get money back or whatever. But as a freelance person, I need to save what I think is going to be due when tax season happens. And so you can prepay your taxes as a self-employed person quarterly, which you should do, because if you make too much money and you didn't prepay into your taxes that year, you can get penalized come tax season. So I was doing my taxes for the 4th quarter of the 2025, and then I'll do my full taxes, and I might owe money, I might owe more, and I might owe less. They're all just like hypothetical. It's annoying. And I probably don't make enough money that I would get penalized if I didn't decide to do, if I decided not to do it, but I'm trying to get used to doing it. I don't like this tree. I have beef with this tree. That's fine, I guess. I'm coming after you, tree. Literally no one's gonna care about this tree. Whatever time issues you were having with the Raging Storm. I don't remember having timing issues with the Raging Storm. Oh! I thought you were talking about Rising Storm. No. I mean, I need to read... So the next thing I have to do is I need to read Tiger Heart Shadow. I just haven't... And it's a good... I like that Super Edition. I just haven't had time to read for the last couple of... I don't know, months. But I need to do that, and then I can start working on the Magnum Opus again. I think my main issue is that whenever I open the Magnum Opus right now, it lags so heavily that it's like almost impossible for me to do anything. It's truly a Magnum Opus because it's too big. But I don't have like Microsoft Excel or anything. Just become a beast. I don't even have like the tribe cats in there or like the guardian cats. I need to figure something out. I think I'm gonna add a slightly more blue color. Maybe just a touch more blue. Yeah, I like that value. I'm awaiting the day you have to make a second spreadsheet. See, I don't want to make a second spreadsheet, but at the same time, I almost feel like I probably should. But in my mind, I would love to have it all on one single... I would like to have a single link that I can link to somebody and be like, behold. You know? And I'm trying to figure out ways to make it less laggy. You might have to. I know. A before Firestar and after? Yeah. It's just too powerful. It's too powerful of an idea. Technology hasn't evolved to be able to view my Magnum Opus yet. See, I can... After I'm done with it, I can just export it as a PDF, right? So... I don't know. I don't like that. I don't know why, but it's just, it feels off. Sometimes you just gotta go by vibes. Don't worry too much about the rendering on these bushes, Jessica. Don't worry. They're gonna be like even lighter when you put the little atmospheric fog or whatever it's called on there. Little bird patterns. Okay. There was this one Tumblr post once that was basically like, what was it? I remember I had it pinned in one of my random group chats because it made me laugh so hard. It was basically like Warrior Cats is basically just like the furry Bible or something, and it had all of these like, I don't know. It was the funniest post. I could never be that funny. But every time that somebody says before Firestar and after Firestar, it reminds me of the BC-80 thing. One Piece for furries, yeah. No, it's not furry One Piece. That's not the same post. That's not the same post. I know which post you're talking about. I don't think it had the furry Bible. Ah, man. Where did I have that pinned? One day I'll find it and you guys will be able to witness it. It used to live in my brain rent-free, but clearly it does not anymore. I haven't seen that post. Yeah, I don't remember where... I mean, it might be in my likes. But I like a lot of things. How do you go to your likes nowadays? There it is. I only have 181 likes. Maybe it's down there. A lot of it is literally just Warrior Cat designs, by the way. Like all my likes are just me liking my friends' Warrior Cat's designs. But maybe at the beginning of my likes, it'll be in there. I don't know. Oh, there's some Animal Crossing pelt patterns. Bubble stripe. I don't see it. Shamed. Yeah, I've definitely seen the furry One Piece one. This one was not as popular, but it still lived in my brain rent-free. Is it pinned in this one? No. No. I don't know where it is. I'm so sad. I don't know. It was like during the Broken Code era where it was like Fallen Angel, Archetype, Ashfur. I don't remember. It literally, oh man. I have to have it somewhere. I know that it was pinned in one of my old group chats with like, and it was pinned, I remember because it was pinned in one of my like group chats with my IRL friends who none of them read Warrior Cats. And I don't have that many group chats with my IRL friends. So it's got to be in one of them. trying to think. I kind of want some blue behind these two. It'll make them pop a little bit more. Okay. What time is it? 5 o'clock. Should probably take another break soon. It's been about an hour, but I don't want to. Clean that up a little bit. I don't like that. Okay. Better. I think I'm going to kind of gradually take this back into the darkness. Make it seem like it's kind of curving a little bit more. I don't know, it's not going to be very visible, is it? Oh well. Guess I'll just make it a hard turn then. Looking spiffy, thank you. I guess I'll just keep this all the same color-ish. I have to keep reminding myself that like the ivy and stuff that's on this back wall is not really the main point. I always have to remind myself about that when I'm doing these types of pictures. And I'm like doing the top of the picture where no one's actually looking. If I were to start a novella comic, would it be okay to use my own renditions of your campus designs? Yeah, I don't care. Pretty much anything that I post that's Warrior Cats related, I don't really care if people like use the idea or like you use the idea and like kind of make it their own or like make changes to it. Anything that's on the Warrior Cat design blog is like pretty much free real estate. The only thing that I tell people when they ask me to use my designs or concepts or something is I don't want you to use them for anything that's not PG-13. Like, I have had to tell people get my crap off of not family-friendly websites before, and it's very uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't care. I do not mind at all. Yeah, no. I'm not saying that that's what you're doing October. But I always have to, because I do say, yeah, you can use them for like pretty much anything. And then obviously somebody will take that and be like, okay. And I'll be like, can you like not? Jesus Christ. I don't know, JB. I don't ever look for it. I get it sent to me. Like, well, okay. Usually when it happens, I'll have somebody message me on my Tumblr. It's only happened a handful of times, like maybe twice. And it'll be like, hey, just so you know, some of your artwork is posted on such and such. And... Or... I don't know. Absolutely baffling to me. Extremely uncomfortable to talk about, so I think we will stop talking about it. Hey, kitten. I need to, change like the line art's opacity, or like color it something other than black eventually. I'm trying to think if I want the leaves coming out of this bush to be like the same color. I think maybe just doing like a little bit darker than its surroundings will work fine for them as well. Actually, I don't even think that's much darker. It's just a slightly different hue. D&D homebrew. Like you're coming up with your own scenario and everything? That's pretty fun. You guys know who hasn't been around in a couple of streams, I feel like? Is Light Blooms. I hope they also do their own like homebrew D&D stuff. Hopefully they're okay. I'm sure they're just busy. They will show up again. Original races and a pantheon. Oh. So it's like super original. Light Blooms is just doing, well, Light Blooms like hosts, they're a dungeon master for a D&D werecat like theme. D&D. A little burnout? Oh, okay. Fair enough. It's a rough time to be a Werecats fan, I feel like, apparently. It's definitely something that I feel like a lot of people would benefit from, like, stepping away from. For me, I mean, I've definitely stepped away from Werecats for long periods of time until, like, I found a healthy sort of balance for me. But like interacting with the fandom and stuff like that, I don't really do anymore, except for on stream. And that really helped me from like doing burnout. Okay. I'm just gonna get a slightly more darker color for those ferns on the bottom. Maybe right there too. That's why I genuinely don't know if I would want a Discord, because I feel like it would be a little bit too much interaction for me. Like, I like being able to have the stream and then take kind of like a step back and, you know, go outside, touch grass, work on not warrior cat stuff. The stream is like a perfect balance of like warrior cat interaction for me. Discord's complicated. I like calling people. I mostly just call my friends on Discord. And then I'm also in like projects that are produced on Discord. I'm just gonna darken this whole thing. Rappy showed up a few weeks ago. Yeah, they did. They were taking a quick break from Warriors as well, because they had just finished Omen of the Stars, which is a good place to take a break, I feel like. Maybe a little darker. Do I want this? I guess I will. It's kind of like behind the tree anyway. And I'd like the tree to be like a... we'll see. Do I want this like yellow color in here, or is this just like a hint? I feel like the yellow color might just be a little bit too much, especially if it's got that yellow vinaigrette over it. This is my first time catching one of your streams. Aw. Welcome in, Chrissy. Working on a needle felt doll? Ooh, needle felting. I tried needle felting. I am forever amazed at people that can do it. Like, do you watch any of those, like, realistic needle feltings? I see people do, like, pet heads, kind of pet portraits sort of things with needle felting, and oh my gosh. I wish that was me. It's the tree that killed Longtail. Yeah, we don't talk about that part, though. I want to get back into doing animations. Well, I want to do that PMV this year and host that map. I'll probably wait until... I don't know. I'll probably post the map maybe in... Maybe I should shoot for like end of May-ish? That might be a good time. Like after FWA, if I go to FWA. I would love to get to that level one day. Yeah. It's hard to find needle felting stuff in America, I feel like. Not a lot of the hobby stores have it. You have to order it online. I feel like it's probably a lot more popular in Japan and stuff because a lot of the needle felting supplies comes from Japan. What to draw for the Warrior Cat animated style test? Well, I think that there are certain characters that are in the little drive that you can draw from. Hold on. Let me see what the application. Let me see who's in the application. Let me go to the Warrior Cat animated card. I think the applications are on there, right? Yeah. So, Blue Star's full reference sheet is on there, but she's pretty hard to draw. I would say definitely include Firepaw in your thing. In my opinion, he's one of the easiest characters to start, like, learning the ropes on the style. Longtail is really hard to draw. Tiger Claw is really hard to draw. I think that Spotted Leaf is a pretty easy design to, like, start with as well. Blue Star, her proportions are very specific. And if you get, like, one of her proportions wrong, the whole entire picture feels off. But I would try Firepaw first. For sure. Oh, you're doing the... Okay, so you're doing backgrounds. Okay. So for backgrounds, I actually can tell you what I would like for people to apply with background-wise. You can do like a mock layout, a mock like full-on layout, but also just doing like style prop studies. So in the examples page, there's prop designs. Hold on, let me show you. I really think this is how people should start when they're starting to study the style, is look at these ones. Hold on. Like, look at this. And so this is a prop style sheet. This was done by our director. Like, this was done by Pommy. And she just did a lot of, like, fern studies. They aren't full backgrounds. It's like, here's a branch with some things and, like, pay attention to the shapes that she's using. I would trace one of these. Trace it, and then replicate it, and then make your own type thing. So trace it to see the shapes, and then reference it and draw the same image, and then try to emulate it with your own thing. But there's 2 pages of those. This was one of the first assignments I did for layouts, was doing a page like this with studies of all the individual like assets that we're looking for in the backgrounds. A lot of people have been giving us like full layout things, but this is what I would start with. Like the pages that are like this. Hey, Quingle. Aw, thank you. If you want to paint something and like use one of these pictures as a reference. Like, pretend that this is your color script and you're painting another layout that like comes right before this one. This one's a really, really detailed painting, by the way. This is much more of what basic layouts look like for Warrior Cat Animated, but what's this one look like? Yeah, that one's a little rough around the edges. These two are rough around the edges. This is an official... This one and this one are official layouts. So these are the two that you should be referencing. Well, this is also an official layout. It's just like a very far away shot. I did not draw. All of those were painted by our director. I did do the line art for one of those. I did the line art for a couple of things in that drive, but those are in the applications, Dixie. So if you go to the Warrior Cat Animated applications, those are all in the public drive of like examples of the style. Pomi is my director. I am the assistant director. Pomi is the one that helped create the style. I joined after the style was already established and learned it afterward. So if you do get into the background department, I am one of the people that gives feedback. I will do draw overs and feedback. Me and Palmy do it together. I think I'm just going to simplify this up. I think what we're looking for layout artists is, when we're accepting applications, is a general understanding of the broad strokes of the style. Yeah. This one is a pretty easy color. It's just like the standard sort of summary palette. No, we won't be accepting people until they're closed. I would say that don't feel rushed to apply. I have no idea if Toon, the head director, is starting to go through applications that we've already received, but don't feel rushed to apply, basically. There's no limit of people that we accept. We accept anyone that is good, because we're not like a paid project. It's all volunteers, so there's no reason for us to limit the amount of people we're going to accept. Other than we just don't think that you're going to be right for the team or something, you know? I'm excited that everyone wants to join. I wish I could invite all of you guys, I promise. I'm not the head director, though. I am merely the assistant director. What's the project about? It's we're animating the first 6 books of Warrior Cats. That's what the project's about. We're adapting the first 6 books into an animated series. How much experience? I don't know. I'm pretty sure that we mostly look at your portfolio. Yeah, you can look it up. It's called WC Animated is the YouTube name. Dun, 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 dun. God, there's so much of the background. Oh yeah, trained on realism. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of... I know that our style director is like crazy good at realism. Our style director, Mariah, she does work for like Magic the Gathering cards and stuff like that. And I don't know, she could draw anything. She's insane. She's so powerful. But she's definitely like someone that takes realism and like cartoonifies it. What do you mean? This is not part of Warrior Cuts Animated. This is just my own print. I don't know. My imagination fills in the gaps. I like drawing. Hey, Tiger Heart. Taking long naps. See, I don't like how dark that shadow is. I feel like I either want to darken or lighten up. Maybe I want to darken up the whole tree. Yeah. Trying to think if I want to darken up the whole tree. I do like this light bark, but I think it's supposed to be a beech tree, so that's probably why I wanted it to be lighter, honestly. So I think instead of... I should probably just lighten up the shadow. I would like to apply. There's over 1,000 applications now. Is 750 what the, like, public number was? I'm working off of a Wacom Intuos. It doesn't have a computer screen. It just plugs into your computer and you, like, it takes the place of where your mouse would be, but it does have like a pin. But I'm not drawing on the screen or anything. It's almost 5. Oh my gosh, you're right. I went into the rendering haze and all of a sudden an hour passed. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make the thorns dark, or the vines that are being... I don't know if they're supposed to be vines or they're just like... other branches. I mean, I kind of imagine them being both, but I like them being like the darker part. Like that. Finish rendering next stream if I locked in. Yeah, you're right. I am gonna be on... I'm not gonna be able to stream the last week of this month. I'm gonna be out of town, so... I have, like, 3 more streams to finish this, essentially. Okay. What else do I have left to render? The entirety of the dens, which is going to take freaking forever. Rendering these bushes always gives me, like, wrist pain. I need to set up, like, quick masks and stuff, because otherwise it's going to be painful on my wrist. I have to render up this whole part. I think I'm done for today, though. I don't think I can draw anymore. We got a lot done. Overall, I think. Yeah, thank you, Quingle. Bye, Yellow. No problem. I'm gonna get your stuff to you tonight. Oh, wait. I'm not done. I thought we were going to... I mean, you guys want to do a quiz? Why are you guys saying bye-bye? No quiz? Megamind meme? Hold on, let me see what my commission is like today. Oh gosh. Yeah. I'm gonna open up another slot tonight. No quiz? Yeah, we're gonna do a quiz. I'm opening up a slot for commission stream on Sunday. But yes, I am done drawing today. We'll probably... Do you guys want to just keep going with the she-cats? Is kind of what I was thinking. We gotta do F through L. That's leaf pool. Okay, all the she-cats. Oh gosh. There's lots of cats on this one. 174. Fallowtail. Leaf curl. Light leap. Leopard star. Leopard fur. Or leopard foot. I'm scared. Oh gosh. I think all the fallows are girls, right? Fallow kit, fallow paw, fallow fern, fallow song, fallow tail, sandstorm. No. Feathertail. Spotted leaf. No, it's what is it? F through L. Here, I'm gonna put it up the top. Lichen fur. Lightning tail. No, lightning stripe, lightning pelt. Leopard foot I got. Duffling's not on here. Haven pelt. Ivy star. Ivy pool. Ivy tail. All the ivies are girls. Fawn pelt and fawn stat. Ice. Ice star. Ice cloud. Ice wing. No. Ice foot. Feather. I got feather. Feather ear. Feather storm. Feather pelt. Feather whisker is not one, but feather wing. Is there another feather I'm thinking of? Feather kit. Feather star. Golden flower. Golden leaf. Flame. Is there any other flame that's a girl? I don't think so. Lily. Lily stem. Lily flower, lily whisker, jingo. Green flower is a good one, and green eyes. Fallow star, I think I got. It's F through L. It's F through L. Flash and flash nose. Okay. So it's... We need falcon swoop, we need falling feather, fallen snow, falling dusk? No. We got fallow, Livy is a good one. It's not in alphabetical order and I'm in pain. Yes. Yes. Kite wing, hawk, hawk swoop, hawk foot, I think is the other girl. Fierce, fury. Hazel Kit. I don't think Hazel Kit is a girl. Oh, yeah, she is. Okay. Hazel Wing. Hazel Tail. Hazel Frond. Hazel... something else maybe, but I don't remember. Kinkfur and Kinktail. Both the kestrels are boy. Coal Swoop. Honeytail. Honey Fern. Honey Fur. Honey something else maybe, but I don't remember. Honey Leaf? Yeah. What about the hollies? Holly, holly leaf, holly tuft, holly star, holly flower, holly pelt, holly kit, leaf shade, leaf pool, leaf shine, leaf storm, leaf star, leaf curl. Did we get leaf curl? We have golden flower. Yes, we got golden flower. Furs pelt. Let's see. Fireface, Firefly, Fire Fern. Coco is not one. Mary is not one. Hattie is. Lark, Lark Song, Lark Wing, Lark Splash. Fringe Whisker. Princess? No, it's F through L. So F, G, H, I, J, K, and L. Fern stripe. Oh yeah, all the ferns. So fern stripe, fern leaf, fern cloud, fern pelt, fern shade, fern whisper. I think fern song is the only one. And what about the fennel dust and fennel star maybe? Do we have any cats with the flower prefix? Yes. Flower, flower foot, flower stream. I think they're all girls. Oh, flower stream doesn't have a ginger. Flower star, flower stem, flower paw. Juniper branch. I think Juniper Kit is a girl, right? No, he's a boy. Green flower. We got green flower and green eyes. What about the grays? Gray wing, gray mist, gray pool. This is the only grays that are girls. Larch Kit. I got green flower, yeah. And then what about the grasses? Grass whisker, grass pelt, grass fur, grass heart, gray pool. I got gray pool. You can't remember any she cats. It's okay. There's a leopard clan one. Fleetfoot, I think. Green eyes we got. What about gray kit? Any gray kits? No. Gale rise and Gale kit. We got golden, gooseberry. Are any of the gorses girls? Gorse tail, right? Gremlin. Gust? No. All the lilies. I think Lily whisker, lily fur, lily star, lily heart. We needed lily stem, lily flower. Hey, LeChat. Okay. What about lion eye? What about little kit, little bird? This is like little mew? Yeah. We need Luna and Lulu. We need Hope Kit's a good one and Hop Whisker. I think Hunter's a girl. Is any of the Hunt Fly, Hunt Leap, Hunt Growl, are they any girls? No. Dottie's not on here. Fog, Fog Nuzzle, Fog Nose. Is a Foggy a girl? No. Fog Drift. Heather Tail and Heather Star. Heron Wing. Oh no, I think Heron Kit's a girl. Flutter Sneeze. Flutter Sneeze. We got. Or I guess maybe we don't know their gender. Fluttering Bird though. Lark Wing we got. What about Lake Heart? Lake Shine. What about Lapping Wave? No. Lavender Kit. Peanut is not on here because it's F through L. Jessamy, Jessie, Jingo we got. Jay is a girl. Are there any other J's? We got all the I's, I think. Unless Icicle's a girl. No. We got the K's. What about H's? Okay. Hollow Tree. Hill Kit? No. Do we get all the hawks? I think we need Hattie. Haven Pelt. Maybe? No. Hatch Kit? We got ice. We got ice. Half Moon. Are any of the hairs? Yeah, Hair Pounce is a girl. And then we're probably missing a lot of Fs. No, M's not on here. It stops at L. Flight. Hawksnose a boy, I think. Yeah. Featherstar? We do. What about Finches? Finch Song. Finch Light. Finch Kit. Fallen Snow, we do have. Ferret Claw, I always thought was a girl, but apparently it's a boy. What about Freckles? Freckle Wish? Freckle Pelt? What about the Frost? I think they're all girls. Ivy Star we got. Gull Swoop we got. So Frost Claw, Frost Fur, and Frost Dawn. Light Leap I think we have. We do. We have Lavender Kit. Lynx Kit? I always thought Lynx Kit was a girl, but apparently it's a boy. I don't know. Okay. RiverClan Queen. Hair Flight? Oh, yeah. Flight. We got Hair Flight we needed. There's also a sister we're missing. Flurry? Yeah. What about Float Shimmer? Float Weed is not one, though. What about Fly Whisker? I think that's the only fly. Is there a frog? No. Fox? Fox Heart? I think. ShadowClan Warrior. A Wildcat Kit. Hop Scratch? Okay. Frond Whisker. We needed. A Lynx Kit. I tried. Apparently it's a boy. We're missing a Loner. Hattie Harley. Hatch Kit. I don't know. 2 Loners. A Rogue. A Warrior and a Queen. Lightning? I got Lightning, I think. Yeah. What about Lightning Kit? Lightning Pelt? Lightning Stripe. Okay. Floss? Oh yeah, Floss and Flora probably. Fleck, Flick, Fritz. Flax, Fur. Fire. Finch. Fern. Fernshade. I got Fernshade. Who's the RiverClan Queen? Hayberry. Did we get Lizard Stripe? We did not. That's the ShadowClan Warrior. Okay, so the only one we're missing is a Loner. We actually did a pretty freaking good job on this one, you guys. Low Branch. I don't know why that one just popped in my head. We did that in half the time that we had allotted. We kind of, like, killed that one. Hunter, Little Mew, Firefly, Hop Scratch. That was... I know, you get the confetti now. They give you free confetti when you win. Super nice. What time is it? 6:06? Give me 1 second. Let me check my phone. Okay. I spent $200 on that confetti. Of course. Alrighty, you guys. I think I'm done for today, though. I did a decent amount of work on the poster. 5:07 for you. It's 6:07 for me. It's looking okay, I'd say. But now we are going to say goodbye. I will see some of you guys on Sunday. I will see some of you guys on Tuesday. And some of you guys might not ever join again. And I hope I see you around. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate having some company while I do these. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and week. TGIF tomorrow. I'm going to go eat something. I suggest you guys go eat something too. No problem, Struggles. You reminded me that I wanted to work on it, so I also thank you for making me link it. I'll see you guys later. Bye!